I want to sell to as many people as possible. I don't want to be more expensive than the other ones. I'm going to start something that I see that is already working here. That is what I hear all the time when people are talking about opening up their first business in Vietnam. Coming in with this mindset and decision making on opening up your business in Vietnam might not be the right way for you. At the end of this video, you will understand better what kind of business you can open in Vietnam that will work a long time, that will bring in revenue over and over again. It will help you to generate profit for a long period of time, getting customers who are so crazily excited about your product, coming over and over again and bringing more customers for you. It's a very different business model than what we usually see in Vietnam. So what do we usually see in Vietnam? Most companies in Vietnam, they work around this kind of business model. We have the price and we have the number of customers we're trying to attract. So, what is happening in Vietnam when you observe the beautiful local business culture? How most small and medium businesses are running business, are attracting customers, are earning money. Usually, this is the thinking behind the business. I'm going to attract as many customers as possible. A lot. And I'm going to try to have a price as low as possible. Lower price, many customers. Think about all the businesses that you know in Vietnam. Think about the spas, the restaurants, the bars, the nail salons, beauty salons, massage places, tourist places, everything you can think of. Most of the time, business owners are trying to attract as many customers as possible and trying to keep the price as low as possible. What is the result? That the market is filled here. The Vietnamese market is in this quadrant.
It's more tempting to start doing business here because you may see that many other people are doing it and you think that they're successful.
So what is the result? What is the consequence for you if you're also opening up a business in this quadrant? Well, the competition is very high because everybody is in this quadrant offering similar prices for similar products, similar services, attracting customers who don't want to pay a lot of money or want to pay a very low price and who are satisfied with an average product. That is all fine, nothing against it. But competition is huge because everybody is doing a similar thing. Think about all the businesses that you see in Vietnam, exactly the same businesses next to each other in streets. You have streets in Vietnam with several spa places, all looking very much alike in the same street, offering the same service, similar prices. Think about coconut ice cream or avocado ice cream. Very often, there are exact similar businesses next to each other, lining up, offering the same products for the same price. In case you're watching and you also live in Da Nang, think about Bac Dang, where there are several places offering coconut ice cream. Write down in the comments what else you're thinking of right now of businesses who are doing the exact same thing in Vietnam, similar product, similar price, in the same street. What have you already noticed? So you're all bombarding yourself in this space. Look at what potential gaps are missing. So what you could do instead, that might be a better path to success, recurring revenue, a growing customer base, and so on, is looking at one of the other quadrants. Going for a higher price and less customers. Because of course, we don't want to go for a low price and little customers. That is not a viable business idea. So this is not what we're going to do. We're not going to open up a business here. We could go for a high price, attracting many customers. Wouldn't that be amazing? Do you think that will work when you start from scratch with this first business here in Vietnam? So why don't we look at this quadrant? And we keep that for the future when you're growing. This is your niche. A niche means a unique special concept that you hardly see anywhere else. This is a country with over 100 million inhabitants and thousands and thousands and thousands of small and medium businesses. So you can definitely find your own niche, doing something that is very different from what all the rest is doing and who needs to survive and work hard to earn profit at the end of the day. Finding your niche, that means you come up with something very special, something expert, or something exclusive. These are keywords you need to remember for Vietnam. When you want to be successful in Vietnam, long term, gaining revenue over and over again, come up with a niche concept that is built around one of the three keywords: experts, special, or exclusive. You are here. This is connected to a higher price. So that means if you're asking a higher price, obviously it's okay to have less customers. Of course, it's very important to be aware when you're able and decide to open up a business in this quadrant, coming up with that special niche, asking higher prices for your services or products for less customers. Obviously, you need to give them more. What exactly? You need to come up with better products, higher quality. And that is exactly what Vietnam needs and deserves. You need to come up with better services. Think about better customer service when your staff is dealing with paying customers. You need to come up with higher value. If you don't know how to do that, subscribe to this channel and you will get many inspirational insights on how to increase the value of your business in Vietnam. A few examples to inspire you with for your business in Vietnam is opening up a business built around unique, exclusive experiences in a hidden place, taking people to a destination they don't know yet, offering drinks in a hospitality business that they have never seen before, having a menu with dishes from a country that many people in Vietnam maybe don't know. You can have a massage place, of course, but offering massages that are not common in Vietnam. You can open up a nail salon or a beauty salon, but offer services that are not common in Vietnam. You can do anything. Be creative and think outside of the box, but to be here and build this business model and be successful in here, you just need to come up with a concept that is very different. In marketing, we call this a differentiation strategy. So what are you going to do here to be very different, pulling you in this quadrant of being an expert in your business, exclusive or special?
You may think that doing business with a niche, starting thing up there may be very difficult. It will be challenging for you in the beginning. But then when you are able to figure out how you are going to do it, things will get easier.
In case you're thinking, Mieke, I don't want to serve a small number of customers. Well, that's no problem. Because if you do this in the right way, using this strategy, you're going to grow bigger, 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 and you're going to end up in this quadrant, of course. Starting smaller, offering high value, high quality, high customer service, less customers, high price, you grow the business, people talk about you, word of mouth, bring in more customers, getting great revenues, you get more budget to spend on your marketing, attracting again more customers, and you will gradually evolve into this quadrant where you can keep that higher price because people already trust you. You already have the credibility, you already have the reviews, you already have the satisfied customers. So you keep the higher price, but you will be able to attract many more customers anyway. So that is a great path to long-term success and profit for Vietnam, for anybody trying to do business in Vietnam long-term. What many people mistakenly think is that they can start here. That they think, oh, I'm going to do something special, and immediately asking a high price, okay, and I'm going to have to attract many customers. You need a huge marketing budget if you immediately want to do here, if you immediately want to be here. So it's smarter to start smaller, grow as you go, and learn from this trajectory phase to grow into this later. Be patient, keep going, never give up. I hear you thinking, oh, but Mieke, when I target less customers and getting less customers, I'm not going to make money anymore. Incorrect, because you're going to ask a higher price. So this has an easy explanation. Think about you getting in the mainstream business, the quadrant we saw before here. You're getting 100 customers in one day. You're asking them 100,000 VND for your product or service. At the end of the day, you are making, do you know it, dear viewers on the YouTube channel? Quickly calculate. At the end of the day, you're making 10 million dong in revenue. If we compare this with the niche target audience, the niche concept we're going for, we're going to aim to have the same revenue at the end of the day. We want to end up with 10 million VND in revenue. We're increasing our price to 250,000 dong for a product or service. So how many customers do you need? 40. Exact same revenue at the end of the day. Different price, less customers. When you have less customers, you can put more effort in satisfying them. You can increase that customer service, provide them with better service. You can give them more value. You have more time to make them happy. Consider this